Warriors Nation, we gather here today to remember and honor a true icon of our team. Attles, a figure who goes beyond statistics, someone who shaped the very essence of what it means to be a warrior. He recently left us, but his story is so captivating, so impactful, that it needs to be told with the respect and emotion it deserves. Every moment of his journey with the Warriors is a fundamental piece of the legacy we revere to this day. Before we dive into this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications. Here on Warriors Nation TV, every detail matters, and you don't want to miss anything we bring to you. Attles may have left us, but his presence remains alive in every corner of the Golden State Warriors' history. He wasn't just a player or a coach, he was the soul of the team for over 60 years. The connection he had with the franchise is something that transcends common understanding, an unbreakable bond that elevated the Warriors to heights that, without him, might never have been reached. When we talk about Attles, we're talking about a man who dedicated his life to basketball and, more than that, to the spirit of the Warriors. When Attles entered the NBA, he brought with him a fire that few possess. It wasn't just his talent that set him apart, but a natural leadership, a quiet strength that manifested both in his actions and his words. On the court, he was tireless, always lifting his teammates, always putting the team above himself. As a player, his averages of 8.9 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.5 rebounds in 711 games are only a fraction of what he represented. It was his presence, his ability to transform a simple game into a battlefield where the Warriors always emerged stronger. The nickname, the Destroyer, wasn't just a moniker, it was a reflection of his relentless approach on the court. Attles was not one to make concessions. He played every game as if it were his last, and that intensity permeated the entire team. It was no coincidence that the Warriors decided to retire the number 16, recognizing that it wasn't just a uniform, but a symbol of fight, of grit, of a winning mentality that he instilled in the team. And when Attles transitioned from player to coach, he didn't abandon his mission. On the contrary, he intensified it. In 1975, he reached the pinnacle by leading the Warriors to an NBA championship, breaking barriers and making history as one of the first black coaches to achieve such a feat. That championship wasn't just a victory, it was a statement, proof that the spirit of the Warriors, under Attles' leadership, was unbreakable. He turned players into champions, molding a team that would be remembered forever. But we can't talk about Attles without mentioning his role in one of the most iconic moments in NBA history, Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. In 1962, in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Attles was by Chamberlain's side, and his performance in that game, with 17 perfect points, epitomized his consistency and unwavering support for the team. That's what defined Attles, always present, always constant, always essential. Attles' influence wasn't limited to his time on the court. As a coach, he was a mentor to many players, including the legendary Rick Barry. Barry, who was coached by Attles, spoke about how he not only improved his game but also taught him how to be a professional both on and off the court. The relationship between the two is a testament to Attles' greatness as a leader, someone who knew how to inspire respect and loyalty in everyone around him. Attles' leadership in 1975, when he guided the Warriors to the title, is something that resonates to this day. He didn't just command tactics, he built a true brotherhood. He knew how to unite his players around a common goal, and it was this cohesion, this collective strength, that made the Warriors an unbeatable force. His leadership wasn't authoritarian, it was a leadership that inspired, that transformed individuals into an invincible whole. But Attles' legacy goes beyond basketball. He was a fervent advocate for the community, always dedicating himself to social causes, using his position to do good. The Bay Area lost not just a sports idol, but a true pillar of the community. He was respected, loved, and above all, admired for his character and dedication to the well-being of those around him. The official statement from the Warriors makes it clear, the mark he left on the community and on basketball will be felt for a long time. Attles' death is a deep blow to the Warriors community and to the history of the NBA. But instead of mourning his passing, we should celebrate his life, his achievements, and the legacy he left behind. He was more than a player, more than a coach. He was the beating heart of the Warriors, and his influence will be remembered and revered for many years. His contribution to the sport and to the lives of so many people will never be forgotten. For us, Golden State Warriors fans, Attles will always be a legend, an example of dedication and passion. His absence will be deeply felt, but his spirit will continue to live on in every play, in every victory, in every heart that recognizes what he did for this team that we love so much. May his story continue to inspire us, may his legacy never be forgotten. The true essence of Attles will remain with us, forever. If this video touched you, if Attles' story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and turn on notifications. And share it with other fans, so that everyone can know and remember the greatness of this legend. Now, stay tuned for today's top story. Warriors Nation, the unthinkable looms on the horizon. Steph Curry, the face of our franchise, could be contemplating his next move. This isn't just idle chatter, it's a wave of speculation set off by a subtle yet profound change on social media. The man who redefined the Golden State Warriors, who took us from mediocrity to dominance, may be signaling a shift. Let's dive deep into what this could mean for Curry, for the Warriors, and for us, the fans who've lived every moment of his journey. Curry and the Warriors are practically one and the same. When he was drafted 7th overall in 2009, Golden State was a team without direction, a franchise long forgotten in the championship conversation. But Curry changed all that. 5 NBA Finals, 4 championships, and countless unforgettable moments later, he's not just our leader, he's the heart of this team, the soul of Dub Nation. Yet, the reality is creeping in, time is moving forward, and the end of an era may be closer than we think. Now, rumors are starting to bubble up, and it's not without reason. The Warriors, already preparing for the future after letting Klay Thompson walk to Dallas, are entering what some call a transition phase. But Curry's recent social media activity has only intensified these whispers. An edit to his Instagram bio, seemingly small, yet loaded with implication, has the basketball world on edge. Could this be a subtle hint at what's to come? Good night to Golden State? That's the question swirling in everyone's mind. After his triumphant Olympic debut, where he helped Team USA secure gold, Curry updated his Instagram bio. What's missing? Any reference to the Warriors. Instead, we see believer, father, husband, founder, philanthropist, and Olympic gold medalist. Philippians 4 verse 13. Gone is guard for the Warriors, replaced with Olympic gold medalist. Let that sink in. A single phrase, removed. It might seem trivial, but for someone as meticulous as Curry, this change speaks volumes. His bio now reflects his life beyond the court, beyond the Warriors. It highlights his personal values, his family, and his latest achievement on the global stage. But what does this mean for his future with us? Curry and his family are deeply rooted in the Bay Area, living in a $30 million home in Atherton, one of the most affluent towns in the country. His contract, signed in 2021, ties him to the Warriors until 2026. On the surface, it seems like he's here to stay. Yet, this bio change cannot be ignored. It's a reminder that, as much as we want him to be, Curry isn't just ours. He's a global icon, and his story might still have a few unexpected chapters. Is this simply a moment of reflection, a nod to a career milestone? Or is it something more? There's been no public indication from Curry that he wants to leave the Warriors. No press conference, no Instagram post hinting at a departure. But if he were to consider a new chapter, the possibilities are endless. Picture this, a move down the coast, joining forces with LeBron James and Anthony Davis in Los Angeles. A super team that would be the stuff of legends. Yet, it's not just about what could be, it's about what's at stake. For over a decade, Curry has been the bedrock of the Warriors, the player who elevated this franchise to heights we never dreamed possible. The thought of him leaving is almost too much to bear. But this moment, this change, forces us to confront the reality that Curry, like all greats, has his own journey to follow. So, what are we to make of this? Is it a fleeting thought, or the start of something more profound? The Warriors front office will no doubt be paying close attention, as will fans and analysts alike. But one thing is certain, the landscape of the NBA could be on the verge of a seismic shift. Warriors Nation, what do you make of this? Is this just a moment of reflection, or are we on the brink of a monumental change? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you're as captivated by this as we are, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned, because whatever happens next, you won't want to miss it.